In part 1, my childhood best friend smiled while my family lost our home, our money, and our entire life. She picked on me, she humiliated me, and when I finally confronted her in front of everyone, I thought it was over. I was wrong. She worked herself to exhaustion, won a scholarship, and followed me into the same prestigious college. While I finally had peace, she arrived with pure hatred. This time, she didn't just want me to fall. She wanted to burn everything I had rebuilt. Welcome to Ms. Tell It All. If you watched part 1 and felt that betrayal, this continuation will hit even harder. Smash the like button right now and subscribe with the bell on. Comment part 2 so I know the original viewers are here. Let's continue the story. After the events of part 1, I truly believed I had closed that chapter. Long before my family's business collapsed, my parents had been quietly saving a college fund for me. Combined with the full-ride scholarship I earned through my grades and the way I rebuilt myself, I stepped into university without financial fear. For the first time in a long time, I could breathe. Liv's reality was the complete opposite. Her mother could no longer support her education, so she worked double shifts, survived on almost no sleep, and poured everything into winning a scholarship. Against the odds, she got accepted into the exact same prestigious university as me. The moment our eyes met on campus, I felt it again. That same cold energy from high school. She smiled. But behind that smile was the same girl who once told me she was glad I lost everything. My small business, the one I started in that tiny bedroom after we lost everything, had grown into something real. Students connected with the story. Orders increased. I was building something that was completely mine. Every success I had seemed to cut Liv deeper. She had fought so hard just to stand on the same campus, yet she still lived in constant fear of losing her scholarship. Watching me move freely without that pressure brought back every ounce of jealousy she thought she had buried. She found new friends, the kind who thrived on drama, and together they began to plot. If you've ever had someone try to sabotage your growth, type jealousy in the comments right now. I read every single one. The war started quietly and then exploded. Fake reviews appeared by the dozens. Rumors spread that I had lied about my family's collapse and was still secretly rich. One of my largest orders was completely ruined the night before an important campus event. Designs I had created were posted online with accusations that I had stolen them. Everywhere I turned, there was another lie, another attack, another attempt to break what I had built. I felt the weight of it. There were nights I cried until I had no tears left. But I was no longer the broken girl from high school. This time, I fought differently. One night, everything changed. Maya, one of the girls Liv had pulled into her circle, showed up at my dorm looking terrified. Her hands were shaking. She told me she couldn't sleep anymore. Liv had started talking about doing something bigger, something that could get them all in serious trouble with the university. Maya was scared of losing her own place at the school. She said she never wanted it to go this far. She sat on the edge of my bed and confessed everything. The fake reviews, the destroyed order, the lies they spread, and most importantly, that Liv was the one who started it all and kept pushing them to go further. I sat there in silence for a long time after she left. Part of me wanted to ignore it. Part of me was tired of fighting. But I knew if I stayed quiet, Liv would never stop. So the next day, I found the courage to confront her. I waited until I saw her alone near the library. My heart was pounding, but I walked straight up to her. "I know what you've been doing," I said. "The reviews, the rumors, the sabotage, it was you." Liv stared at me for a second, then laughed. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I have no idea what you're talking about. You're still that same paranoid girl who lost everything and needs someone to blame. Go ahead, do your worst. You have nothing on me." She turned and walked away like she had already won. That moment hurt because she was so confident in her denial. It would have been easy to back down, but something inside me refused. I spent the next few days gathering everything. Screenshots Maya had forwarded, timestamps, old group chat messages that clearly showed Liv giving the orders. Even a short voice note where she laughed about finally bringing Bella down. When I had enough, I submitted it all to Student Affairs. Liv was called in. She tried to deny it again. She called me a liar. She said I was obsessed with her. But the evidence was overwhelming. Message after message proved she was the originator of every attack. Her new friends stayed silent. Within days, her scholarship was revoked. Without it, she could no longer remain at the university. I stood under the covered walkway and watched her leave in the rain with her bags. When our eyes met that final time, she looked at me with pure hatred. I didn't speak. I didn't smile. I simply watched her go. A year later, my father rebuilt his company. The accusations laid against him were resolved. Our family slowly regained the stability we had lost. I never spoke to Liv again. In my heart, I forgave her, silently. Not because she deserved it, but because I refused to carry her hatred any longer. I was simply grateful that the universe had handled what I no longer needed to fight. Jealousy will always try to follow real growth, but character will always outlast it. If this part 2 stayed with you, smash the like button, share it with someone who needs it, and comment, "I'm ready for part 3 if you want the story to continue." Subscribe and turn on the bell, because the people who try to write your downfall will never get to write your ending. You will. Thank you for watching. You've got this.